Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. In this exciting video, we are diving deep into the world of rare and valuable coins to uncover the fascinating story of the 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This is not just any old penny. This is a coin with a rich history, a coin that's taken the numismatic world by storm, and one that's making headlines today for being worth as much as $62,914 in the current market. That's right. A single penny with no mint mark from 1972 has sold for over $62,000. So grab your coin jars, pull out those old collections, and let's explore everything you need to know about this incredible piece of American coinage history. Let's begin by going back to the year 1972. The United States was going through a time of change. Richard Nixon was president. The Vietnam War was still ongoing. The Watergate scandal had not yet broken. And amid all that political turmoil and cultural change, the U.S. Mint continued its long tradition of producing Lincoln cents. The Lincoln 1-cent penny had been in production since 1909, originally designed by Victor David Brenner to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, the design of the Lincoln penny evolved, but the obverse still proudly bore the profile of President Lincoln. Now, the 1972 Lincoln cents were struck at 3 different mints. The Philadelphia Mint, which did not include a mint mark, the Denver Mint, which used a D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint, which used an S mint mark. The majority of 1972 pennies came from Philadelphia and therefore had no mint mark. So, what makes this particular no mint mark penny so incredibly valuable? The answer lies in the rare and highly sought-after 1972 doubled die obverse. This is one of the most famous and dramatic double die varieties in United States coinage history. A double die occurs when the coin die itself is improperly manufactured so that the design is struck twice at slightly different angles. This creates a doubling effect, especially noticeable in the inscriptions and finer details of the coin. In the case of the 1972 double die penny, the doubling can be clearly seen in the words "In God We Trust," Liberty, and the date 1972. It is so pronounced that even beginners can spot it without magnification, but not every 1972 no-mint mark penny is valuable. Only the true double die obverse versions are worth big money. There were a number of minor doubling varieties discovered in 1972, but the one that collectors are after is known as Die 1, the most dramatic and valuable of them all. This variety was first discovered shortly after the coins were released into circulation. Collectors quickly began pulling them out of change and saving them. However, due to the limited number that were actually struck and released, finding one in high-grade condition has become increasingly rare over the years. Most of the 1972 double die pennies in circulation today are well worn. However, if you happen to find one that's been preserved in mint state condition, especially with a red designation indicating full original color, you could be sitting on a fortune. One such coin was graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, or PCGS, as MS 66 red. This specimen represents near perfection in coin condition. It features brilliant luster, razor-sharp details, and no distracting marks. This coin was auctioned and sold for a staggering price of $62,914. That is a life-changing amount of money for a single penny that someone may have found in pocket change, a coin jar, or an inherited collection. Now, you might be wondering what to look for if you suspect you have a 1972 double die penny. First, check the date and the inscriptions. If you see strong doubling on "In God We Trust," Liberty, and the date, that's a good sign. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to confirm the doubling. Compare it to reference images online or in coin guides to verify you have the correct variety. It's important to have the coin authenticated and graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, as this greatly increases its value and credibility. Collectors and investors continue to search for these rare coins, and demand is only increasing. As of now, the 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with the double die obverse remains one of the most iconic and valuable pennies in U.S. history. Even circulated examples can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on condition. But those in mint state red condition, especially graded MS 65 or higher, are where the real money lies. And with one example already bringing in over $62,000, the sky may be the limit for future sales. So, what can you do today? Start searching. Go through your change, search your old piggy banks, dig into your family coin albums. Focus especially on 1972 no-mint mark pennies. Examine each one closely. You might be holding on to a rare treasure without even knowing it. The thrill of the hunt is what makes coin collecting so exciting and rewarding. To all our viewers out there, if you find a coin like this, take the time to get it verified. Do not clean it. Do not tamper with it. Keep it safe and secure until you can have it looked at by a professional. Because that simple, humble penny from over 50 years ago might just turn out to be your ticket to $62,000 or more. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos about rare and valuable U.S. coins. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the most amazing coin finds, true stories of collectors striking it rich, and expert tips on how to profit from your coin collection. Until next time, happy hunting and may your next penny be worth a fortune. Welcome back to the channel, where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today's video is all about a modern yet surprisingly valuable coin that many people overlook. We're talking about the 1994 Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that most believe is only worth a single cent, but under the right circumstances, it can be worth an absolutely shocking amount of money. One rare example of this 1994 penny has sold for an astonishing $72,453. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny from 1994 minted in Denver could potentially make you rich. Let's dive into the fascinating story behind the 1994 Lincoln penny. First, a little background on the coin itself. The Lincoln cent has been in production since 1909, originally introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It became the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, replacing the Indian head penny. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has undergone several design changes and composition shifts, especially during wartime, but its legacy has continued strong. Now, in 1994, the U.S. Mint struck hundreds of millions of Lincoln cents. The Denver Mint alone produced over 7 billion of these coins, and because of that huge mintage, most people assume that all 1994 pennies are common and only worth face value. But as any true collector knows, not all coins are created equal. Hidden within those billions of coins are rare gems, errors, high-grade examples, and unique varieties that make certain 1994 pennies highly desirable and extremely valuable. So, what makes a 1994 Lincoln penny worth over $72,000? The answer lies in a combination of factors. The first is condition. The coin that reached this incredible value was graded by a top-tier grading company, and it received a nearly perfect grade of Mint State 69 red. That grade is almost unheard of for a business strike penny from 1994. To be clear, MS 69 red indicates a coin that has an exceptional luster, no noticeable flaws under magnification, and flawless coloration. It is the pinnacle of quality for coins struck for everyday use. But condition alone isn't always enough to drive such a high price. There is also something truly exceptional about the strike of this particular coin. Some experts believe it may have been part of an early die state, meaning it was one of the first coins struck with fresh dies at the mint, resulting in sharper details and an overall cleaner appearance. When these factors combine, a nearly perfect mint state grade and an unusually strong strike, you end up with a coin that collectors go absolutely crazy for. The market for rare pennies is extremely competitive. High-end collectors are always looking to complete their sets with the finest known examples. When it comes to the 1994 Lincoln cent, There are very few, if any, coins that can match the one that sold for over $72,000. That's what makes it so valuable. It's not just about rarity in terms of mintage, but rarity and quality. Out of the billions of 1994, Pennies struck, maybe only one or two have survived in such pristine, untouched condition. Now, let's talk about how you can identify a valuable 1994 penny. First, flip through your coin jar and look for the date 1994 with the D mint mark, which is located just below the year. Then check for overall condition. Is the coin red in color? Does it have strong, sharp details, especially on Lincoln's hair and the lettering? Are there any obvious scratches, dings, or discoloration? If the coin looks exceptional, you might be holding something special. Of course, to know the true value of your coin, you'll need to get it professionally graded. Trusted grading services like PCGS or NGC can examine your coin and assign it an official grade. If you suspect you have a high-grade specimen, it is definitely worth the investment to get it graded and authenticated. You never know, you might be the lucky owner of a $70,000 penny. Even if your 1994 penny isn't worth tens of thousands, there are still valuable varieties to watch for. Some coins from that year feature double dies, where the image appears slightly doubled due to a misalignment during the striking process. Others may have off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or die cracks, all of which can significantly increase the value of a coin. So keep a sharp eye out for anything unusual. As of today, the current market value for the top-graded 1994 Lincoln penny sits at $72,453. This price was achieved at a major coin auction, where two serious collectors competed fiercely to claim this rare example. Prices like this demonstrate how serious the demand is for high-quality coins, even from the modern era. This is not just a historical curiosity, it's a reminder that valuable coins could be sitting in your change jar right now. Coin collecting is no longer just a hobby. It has become a serious investment strategy for many collectors around the world. And modern coins like the 1994 penny prove that you don't need ancient gold coins to find big value. All it takes is the right date, the right mint mark, and the right condition. The next time you get a penny in your change, don't just toss it aside. Take a moment to inspect it. You could be holding a coin that's worth thousands. Remember, the 1994 penny is just one example of how common coins can hold extraordinary value. Keep learning, keep looking, and you might just strike it rich. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or fascinating, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more videos about rare and valuable coins. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a rare penny in your collection, and let us know what you'd do if you found a $72,000 coin in your pocket. Until next time, keep collecting and keep your eyes open, because your next lucky find might be right around the corner. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. In today's exciting episode, we're going to talk about one of the most surprising and valuable modern Lincoln pennies out there. We're diving deep into the history, secrets, and shocking market value of the legendary 1996 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This coin, once thought to be just another ordinary penny in your pocket change, is now selling for an astounding $82,674 in today's coin market. So stick around, because you're about to learn why this coin is so rare, what makes it incredibly valuable, and how you can tell if you might have one hiding in your collection. Let's start with the origin of the 1996 Lincoln penny. Like many others, this coin features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design created by Victor David Brenner that has been in use since 1909. It was originally struck to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth and has remained a cornerstone of American coinage ever since. In 1996, the United States Mint produced billions of pennies across its facilities, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But here's where things start to get very interesting. While the majority of 1996 pennies carry a mint mark of either D for Denver or S for San Francisco, some extremely rare specimens were struck without any mint mark at all. You might be wondering, What does it mean when a penny has no mint mark? Normally, a penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. However, in some rare cases, the lack of a mint mark combined with certain striking or die errors can elevate an ordinary coin into a true collector's treasure. That's exactly what happened with this 1996 no mint mark Lincoln cent. Now, what makes this particular coin worth so much money is not just the absence of the mint mark. The real value lies in the coin's minting condition, die alignment, and surface features. Many of these rare 1996 no mint mark Lincoln pennies display dramatic errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or unique planchet flaws. In some cases, the coin was struck with such sharp detail and luster that it falls under the category of mint state red gem quality. These high-grade coins are exceptionally difficult to find because most coins go through circulation and get scratched or damaged. But when you have a near-perfect specimen, that's when the value skyrockets. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare 1996 no mint mark Lincoln cents in your possession? The first thing you should do is examine your coin closely with a magnifying glass or coin loupe. Look at Lincoln's eyes, the date, and the letters in the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Check for doubling, die cracks, and especially a perfectly struck surface with a rich red copper hue. A coin that appears flawless with no wear or fingerprints can be graded as mint state, and that's where the big money lies. Point 1. Such flawless 1996 no mint mark Lincoln penny was recently auctioned for an unbelievable $82,674. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny fetching more than 82 grand. This sale stunned coin collectors and experts alike. The coin was graded MS 70, the highest grade possible, and was preserved in pristine condition from the moment it left the mint. This kind of sale proves that even modern coins can hold extraordinary value when they are rare and preserved well. Collectors everywhere are now scrambling to check their coin jars, piggy banks, and even pocket change in hopes of discovering another high-grade 1996 no mint mark penny. So, what should you do if you find one? First, do not clean the coin. Cleaning can damage the surface and lower the value significantly. Instead, place the coin in a protective holder and take it to a certified coin dealer or submit it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A professional appraisal can confirm its authenticity and assign it an official grade, which is key when trying to sell such a valuable coin. Now let's talk about the current market value and demand. The coin collecting world has been exploding in recent years. With more collectors entering the hobby and rare coins becoming more desirable, prices have surged across the board. This is especially true for rare 1-cent coins like this 1996 no mint mark Lincoln penny. As of today, the highest known sale for this coin reached $82,674, but experts believe the value could go even higher if another MS 70 example comes to market. The demand for top-grade coins has never been greater, and rare Lincoln cents are leading the charge. If you're new to collecting or even just curious about what your change might be worth, now is the perfect time to start looking. Focus on coins with oddities, mint errors, or missing mint marks. Pay close attention to the 1996 pennies because even a minor flaw or unique strike can turn it from common to incredibly valuable. And always handle your coins with care to avoid ruining a potential treasure. In conclusion, the 1996 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a perfect example of how something small can be worth a fortune. What looks like an ordinary coin to most people could actually be a life-changing discovery. With a current market value reaching $82,674, it's time to take your pennies seriously. You never know what kind of fortune might be sitting in your pocket or coin collection right now. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like this video if you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth videos about rare and valuable coins that could make you rich. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next big coin discovery. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and good luck hunting down that next rare treasure. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden treasure in your pocket change. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating and unbelievable story of a modern penny that has taken the numismatic world by storm. That's right, we're talking about the 2003 Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin you probably passed over without a second thought. But what if I told you that this small copper-coated zinc coin could be worth as much as $62,809 in today's market? Let's explore the history, the production process, the mysterious errors, and the skyrocketing value behind this humble yet valuable penny. Make sure you watch until the end because we will also tell you how you can identify if you have one of these high-value pennies sitting in your collection or change jar right now. The 2003 Lincoln 1-cent penny was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the main facilities responsible for producing billions of coins for daily use. In 2003 alone, the Denver Mint produced well over 3.5 billion 1-cent coins featuring the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front side. This iconic design by Victor David Brenner has been a fixture in American currency since 1909, celebrating the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Now, you might be wondering, how can a coin produced by the billions become such a rare and valuable piece? The answer lies in a combination of factors, including rare mint errors, pristine condition, and collector demand. Among the massive mintage of the 2003 Lincoln cent, a handful of coins were struck with severe and highly desirable errors. These can include off-center strikes, double dies, improper alloy mixes, and even dramatic die clashes. Coins with such errors are extremely rare and are instantly sought after by serious collectors. The most valuable known 2003 Lincoln cent fetched an astounding $62,809 at a private collector auction due to its flawless red coloration, untouched surfaces, and a rare double die obverse error that caused doubling in the date and lettering. This penny was graded by a top-tier third-party grading service, receiving a near-perfect MS69 red grade. That means the coin was virtually untouched since leaving the mint, with full original luster and zero signs of circulation. In the world of coin collecting, a Mint State 69 penny is an incredibly rare find, especially from such a high mintage year. Let's also talk about the color designation. When a coin is labeled red by grading companies, it means that at least 95% of the original mint red color remains. That's a key factor in determining the value of modern Lincoln cents. Red pennies are worth far more than their brown or red-brown counterparts, particularly in high mint state grades. Combine that with a rare mint error like a double die, and you've got a recipe for extreme rarity and explosive market value. Another factor that drove up the price of this coin is collector competition. As the popularity of Lincoln cents continues to rise, collectors are always on the hunt for modern examples in the highest grades possible. When a rare coin like the 2003 penny appears at auction, bidding wars can break out, pushing the final sale price to incredible heights. And with only one known example graded MS69 red with a confirmed double die error, the coin's value skyrocketed beyond expectation. Now, let's talk about how you can tell if you might have a valuable 2003 Lincoln cent. Start by checking for the D mint mark, which should be just below the year on the front side of the coin. Next, examine the coin closely for any signs of doubling in the date or lettering. You can use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to look for clear signs of duplication in the numbers or letters. Pay close attention to the words Liberty and In God We Trust. If you see any irregularities or doubling, you may have a valuable error coin. Also check the color and overall condition. Does the coin have a bright red shine as if it were freshly minted? Is it free from scratches, fingerprints, or other signs of circulation? The closer your coin is to mint state and the more vibrant its red color, the more it could be worth. And if you believe you have something special, consider sending it to a trusted coin grading service for professional evaluation. A certified grade can dramatically increase your coin's resale value and attract serious collector interest. Even if your 2003 penny doesn't have an obvious error, it might still be worth more than face value if it is in excellent condition. Coins graded MS66 and higher are already selling for premiums among collectors. often ranging from $25 to $100 or more depending on demand. So, what have we learned today? A seemingly ordinary penny minted in 2003 at the Denver facility, struck in huge numbers, could be hiding a rare and valuable secret. Whether it's a dramatic double die, flawless red color, or ultra-high grade, the 2003 Lincoln 1-cent penny has proven itself as a modern treasure capable of commanding tens of thousands of dollars in today's coin market. If you enjoyed learning about this incredibly valuable penny and want to discover more hidden gems in your spare change, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more exciting coin stories and insider tips. Drop a comment below and let us know if you've ever come across a 2003 penny in amazing condition or with unusual features. Who knows, you might be holding a $62,000 coin and not even realize it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video where we uncover more of the rarest and most valuable coins in US history. Welcome back to the channel, where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. If you're holding onto a jar of old coins or have a stack of pennies lying around, stop what you're doing and listen closely. Because today, we're diving deep into the story of one of the most unexpectedly valuable coins in American coinage history, the 2004 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This is not just any penny. This tiny copper-colored coin, often overlooked and tossed into a change jar, has a current market value of an unbelievable $44,843. Yes, you heard that right. 1 cent that could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Let's take a deep look at what makes this 2004 penny so incredibly rare, valuable, and desirable among collectors across the world. We're going to talk about its history, its unique characteristics, the mistakes and mint errors that add to its worth, and most importantly, how you can check if you have one of these high-value coins hiding in your pocket or coin collection right now. Let's begin with the history. The year 2004 was an ordinary one for the Denver Mint, which is what the D Mint mark stands for. The Denver Mint has been producing coins since 1906 and is one of the most trusted and high-output coin production facilities in the United States. In 2004, billions of Lincoln 1-cent pennies were minted across the country, with over 3.4 billion produced at the Denver Mint alone. That's right, billions. So, what makes this particular 2004 Lincoln penny so special? It's not the quantity. It's a very specific quality, or rather a flaw. Enter the world of mint errors and rare die varieties. These are mistakes that occur during the minting process, and although the US Mint tries to catch them, some escape detection. One such error is what makes this 2004 Lincoln penny so incredibly valuable. Experts and collectors believe the rarest examples of this coin exhibit a highly desirable die error known as a doubled die or off-center strike. This kind of mistake happens when the coin design is struck more than once or is misaligned, creating a visibly distorted image. Imagine looking at Lincoln's face and seeing a slightly doubled outline of his features, or noticing that the letters in the words Liberty or In God We Trust appear shadowed or blurry. These are not just flaws, they are golden tickets in the world of coin collecting. But that's not the only reason this coin can be worth over $44,843. The condition of the coin plays a massive role. The grading system, used by professionals, ranges from poor to mint state. The highest grade is known as Mint State 70 or MS 70, and that's where things get really exciting. A 2004 Lincoln penny that has been preserved in pristine condition with full red luster and no signs of wear or handling can command astronomical prices at auction. In fact, the coin currently valued at $44,843 was graded as a near-perfect mint state by a top-tier certification authority and exhibited both rare coloring and a known error type. Let's talk about the actual features of the 2004 Lincoln penny. It features the classic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, originally designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The reverse side still shows the Lincoln Memorial, which had been the standard design since 1959, just before the design changed in 2009 to depict different scenes from Lincoln's life. The 2004 D coin is made from 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, a composition that has been standard since 1982 due to the rising cost of copper. What makes some of these 2004 D pennies so valuable is how they deviate from the standard due to unintentional minting flaws. Some have double dies, some are struck on the wrong planchet, and others have misaligned or off-center strikes that collectors crave. In rare cases, the plating process went wrong, creating an unusual surface or finish. These anomalies turn an ordinary penny into a coveted collector's item. Now, let's talk about the current market. As of today, the top recorded sale for a 2004 D Lincoln penny is $44,843, achieved through an online coin auction with intense bidding from collectors who knew exactly what they were looking at. Prices vary based on the error type, condition, rarity, and buyer demand. Even lower-grade examples or those with less prominent errors can still fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars. So, how can you tell if you have one of these incredibly valuable coins in your possession? The first step is simple. Check the date and mint mark. Look for a penny from 2004 with a small d beneath the date on the obverse side, just under the year. Then, examine it closely under bright light or a magnifying glass. Look for signs of doubling in the text or Lincoln's face. Check the coin's edges for any signs of misalignment or off-center striking, and compare the surface to other pennies to see if the color appears unusual or the metal looks off. If it seems promising, your next step should be to send the coin to a reputable grading service, such as PCGS or NGC. They will assess and certify the condition, authenticity, and value of your coin, giving you a real shot at selling it for thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. Before you go cashing in your change jar, remember, not every 2004 D penny is worth a fortune. But that's the thrill of the hunt. You never know what rare and valuable coin might be sitting right under your nose. So take a moment, check your pockets, open those drawers, search through your old piggy banks and coin rolls. Because somewhere out there, someone might be holding a 1-cent coin worth more than a brand new car or even a college tuition, and that's the story of the legendary 2004 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a simple coin with a fascinating history, a rare error, and a current value of over $44,000. This is the kind of story that proves treasure still exists in everyday life, hidden in plain sight, just waiting for someone like you to discover it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the next incredible coin that could change your life. Thanks for watching and happy coin hunting!